So you're new to credit and you're ready to apply for your first credit card. You are in the right place. I'm Sally French, a credit cards expert at NerdWallet, and let me walk you through some of the best credit cards for beginners. Now, before we dive in further, I want to lay out exactly what a beginner credit card is and the criteria for how NerdWallet picked these. The best starter credit cards don't require as much credit history, they have no annual fee, and they report your payments to the 3 major credit bureaus. Now, don't expect your first credit card to come stocked with all those rich rewards, lavish perks, or some sort of generous no interest period. Those kinds of goodies are available only to people who have already built good to excellent credit. Meanwhile, your first credit card will probably be more modest. It's a card to help you walk before you can run. From there, the right credit card depends on your situation. You might see something called a secured credit card. These cards require refundable upfront deposits as a way to secure your credit line. If you're new to credit, banks don't have a good idea of whether or not you're trustworthy enough to pay back your debt. So by putting some money down to secure your credit line, banks have assurance that there is money on hand to pay back your debt. Now, there are also student credit cards as well as alternative credit cards from smaller issuers that evaluate applicants' credit worthiness on factors other than credit scores, or even there's store cards out there. So with that, let me tell you about the best credit cards for beginners. Now, off the bat, I told you about secured credit cards. One that NerdWallet recommends for beginners is the Discover It Secured Credit Card. As I mentioned, this is a secured card, so you'll need to make a refundable security deposit that serves as your credit limit. So for example, a $200 deposit gives you a $200 credit line. In contrast to how I mentioned that you generally shouldn't expect rewards on these cards, one reason we picked this one is because it actually does earn rewards. You'll earn 2% cash back at gas stations and restaurants on up to $1,000 in combined purchases each quarter, and 1% cash back on all other purchases. Plus, Discover will match all the cash back you earn at the end of your first year, which is a fantastic perk for a beginner card. After 7 months of responsible use, Discover will review your account to see if you qualify to transition to an unsecured card. This is a great way to build credit and earn rewards while working towards a card with more favorable terms. And because Discover reports to all 3 major credit bureaus, it's a strong card for credit building. Another secured card that NerdWallet recommends is the Capital One Quicksilver Secured Cash Rewards Credit Card. Like the Discover It Secured, this is also a secured card that has a refundable $200 minimum deposit, also some solid rewards attached. It earns 1.5% cash back on every purchase without any complicated categories or limits. Whether you're grocery shopping or buying gas, you'll earn a steady cashback rate on everything. It also has no foreign transaction fees, which is ideal if you're someone traveling abroad. Similar to Discover, Capital One reviews your account regularly to see if you're eligible to transition to an unsecured card or increase your credit limit without needing additional deposits. For anyone looking for a simple, straightforward card to earn rewards and build credit, this is a fantastic option. Now, what if you don't want a secured card? Consider the Chase Freedom Rise, which is a card designed for those with limited or no credit history. Again, this one is nice in that it offers 1.5% cash back on all purchases. The biggest advantage of this card over the former 2 I shared is that this is not a secured card, meaning you don't need to provide a security deposit. Chase also provides an option for a credit line increase after 6 months of on-time payments, which can help improve your credit utilization ratio and boost your credit scores over time. This card is ideal for anyone who wants to start building credit with Chase and eventually tap into their broader suite of rewards cards. Now, I also mentioned student credit cards. Often banks require proof of enrollment in order to get approved for one of these, but one that NerdWallet recommends is the Capital One Savor One Student Cash Rewards Credit Card. NerdWallet likes this one because it actually earns rewards on categories students tend to spend money in. That's 3% cash back on dining, entertainment, popular streaming services, and at grocery stores. Just note, this does exclude superstores like Walmart and Target. Plus, it offers 1% cash back on all other purchases. There's no annual fee, and just like the Quicksilver Secured, there are no foreign transaction fees, making this good for students studying abroad or otherwise just traveling internationally. There's also the Discover It Student Chrome. This card earns 2% cash back at gas stations and restaurants on up to $1,000 in combined purchases each quarter, and 1% cash back on all other purchases. Just like the Discover It Secured, Discover offers a cashback match at the end of your first year, doubling all the rewards you earn in that time. time. In summary, whether you're new to credit or a student just starting out, these credit cards offer excellent benefits without overwhelming you with high fees or complicated terms. The most important thing to remember here is to use these cards responsibly. That means pay your bills on time, keep that balance low, and these cards will help you build a strong credit history that opens the doors to even better financial opportunities down the road. If you're interested in learning more about building credit, subscribe to this channel. And to tell NerdWallet that you want more videos, please give this one a like.